We present an efficient approach for volume and isosurface ray tracing of structured AMR data on GPU-equipped workstations, using a combination of two different data structures. Together, these data structures allow a ray tracing-based renderer to quickly determine which segments along the ray need to be integrated and at what frequency, while also providing quick access to all data values required for a smooth sample reconstruction kernel. Our method makes use of the RTX ray tracing hardware for surface rendering, ray marching, space skipping, and adaptive sampling, and allows for interactive changes to the transfer function and implicit isosurfacing thresholds. The first of our data structures reorganizes the AMR dataset into a set of non-overlapping bricks that we refer to as ExaBricks. Here we show an illustration of this process. Starting from the input AMR dataset in A, in B we extract the finest level cells in each region, discarding the original hierarchy. In C, we reorganize the cells into bricks containing grids of same level cells, shown as the green boxes. In the simpler case of nearest neighbor interpolation, we can then compute meta-information for adaptive sampling and space skipping for each brick, and construct an RTX BVH over them. In D, during rendering, we traverse rays through the bricks, skipping those that are transparent. In E, within each region, we adapt the sampling rate to the corresponding cell size. For the more complex case of a smooth basis reconstruction filter, both the brick generation, A through C, and rendering, D and E steps, are essentially the same. However, the BVH traversed is built over the active brick regions instead of just the bricks. Here we show a 2D illustration of our active brick regions. In A, we have a dataset with 3 bricks, each of which has a different refinement level. B shows the brick support regions corresponding to each brick for basis method reconstruction. C shows that the overlap of these supports forms a spatial partitioning, where each region knows which bricks are active within it. Our active brick regions are computed in D by subdividing the regions in C into non-overlapping rectangular regions that we can traverse as before. The landing gear is a block-structured AMR dataset, where the ratio of the largest cell size to the smallest is 4096 to 1. The dataset contains 262 million AMR cells and a 1.59 million triangle mesh representing the gear geometry. When the transfer function or ISO value is changed, the optics BVH over our active regions is rebuilt, discarding empty regions from the hierarchy. Our method also supports clipping planes to create informative visualizations of interior structures. Here we show a visualization of the AMR cells as spheres, sized according to the AMR cell size. The spheres are colored by the brick they are assigned to in our ExaBricks data structure. The LANL impact is a simulation of an asteroid ocean impact, computed with X-Rage. The time step shown here contains 158 million cells. The ExaJet is a Cartesian grid AMR simulation, where the mesh resolution increases near the body of the plane. The original data contains just half the jet, split down the length of the fuselage, which we mirror about the fuselage to create a rendering of the full jet. The original data contains 656 million AMR cells, along with 63.15 million triangles representing the jet geometry. After instancing, the data contains 1.31 billion AMR cells and 126 million triangles. We correct sample position so that each region is always sampled at least once. Without correction, at low sampling rates, left, regions become translucent, while our sample correction manifests as less objectionable banding artifacts. Note that in the renderings shown, the transfer function is fully opaque.